Okay. All right. Can you all see and hear me now? I just want to make sure you can before I explain what happened, if I even can explain what happened. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Can you hear me and see me? So, yes, you broke it. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I was using my software. I clicked go live and I was saying hi and can you all see and hear me? And then everything just stopped and went black. And I was like, what's going on? And then my stream just disappeared entirely from my streaming software. So I had to like reset it up again, which is really weird. Oh dear. Right. Oh, for goodness sake. Better late than never. Ugh. Okay. Do apologize. Sam, it's all good. I don't think you broke it. It's just my effect on technology, I think. Technology doesn't like me. It's not a Vicky stream without something going wrong. I actually thought I was doing well, Philip. I actually thought the last two streams went really well, but I guess something's got to jump in there to mess things up. Okay, thank goodness. Right, I can. You're all in the chat, and you can see and hear me, so that is brilliant. So I'll just quickly say hello to everyone. A whole bunch of people have appeared since I don't know, since I was figuring all that out. But welcome to everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to just give away some memberships first before we start anything else. And then I will talk a little bit about the puzzle. It's been a while since well, it's been 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we should do these more often because this puzzle's going to take forever every 2 weeks, isn't it? But it is going well. Gift 5 memberships. Right. So who has them? Who has them? Let's see. Deanne Atkin, Julia Hewitt, Stephanie Klein, Anita, and Crufiat all gifted free memberships to Vicky Makes and Builds for a month. So I hope that you all enjoy that. Maybe you can join us this evening in the chat. Philip, 1 whole year of awesomeness. Yay! Thank you. I'm glad you find it awesome. Oh, thanks for being a member for so long. And thank you to all the, I've had a couple of new members in the last couple of days. Thanks to everyone who's joined and who just joins in the chat and everything. It's so good. It's so good. Right, I'm going to move this to one side. It's obscuring the puzzle. And I am going to talk about this awesome puzzle, the Pokemon 5,000 piece Pokemon All Stars puzzle by Ravensburger. This is as far as I got last time. Well, kinda. This is I got less further than I can't even speak. I got less far than this in the actual live stream, but I did a little bit off camera, or at least I did a little bit in a video that I put up. I kind of followed up with a little video where I'd filled in a few gaps. So it's much more filled out Pokemon wise now. And I also added in this kind of transition edge where it meets the other sections and the other Pokemon. So it's a little bit more contained now, the green section, which is the grass type Pokemon. I was corrected on this. I keep calling them plant Pokemon. They're not, they're grass types. But I am learning the names and I'm remembering them, I think. So I will probably do the same this time around. I will build whatever I can in the stream and then do a little bit of building and filling out afterwards. And whatever I do afterwards, I will put in a video. So you can kind of see the puzzle being built. It's just sometimes it'll be streams and sometimes it'll be videos. And what I've also done is I've created a playlist on my YouTube channel for just videos on this puzzle. So, if you've not caught up with it, or if you're just kind of jumping in on this now and you've missed some, you can see the order I've done things and you can kind of catch up with everything. So, yeah, I'm trying to be kind of thorough with it so you can catch the whole build rather than just what I do on the live stream. So this is how far I got in the plant. I see I've done it again. Grass types. Apologies. This is how far I've got. And my remaining pieces were all of these that I've shape sorted. These are kind of background and just sort of leaves and things. So they're really just going to be filling out these gaps. There are a few other gaps in like Entangler here and Victory Bell here and Venusaur. I forget how you pronounce it. There's a few gaps in him anyway. Um, but I've done my second phase of sorting, and during that second phase of sorting, I found a whole bunch of pieces that I'd missed the first time around. So what I'll do is I'll fill in some gaps with those, and I'll fill in the rest of the gaps with these green pieces. And then once I've done as much of this as I can, I'm going to move on um, to to the grade section. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I'm trying to read the chat. Right, what's everybody saying? Hello there. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hi, Angela. Greetings. That's cool. Thank you, Neve. It is a very cool puzzle, isn't it? And I know you can't do yours while I'm streaming this time, but that's fine as long as you enjoy. SS, hello from the Carolinas in the USA. We're from all over, aren't we? Um, Philip, tip. For the background, you can orient the pieces by looking at the symbols in the background. Oh, yes, yeah. I've actually found the background to be really useful, just for sorting purposes, to be honest. But yes, there are some where you can orient them, although in the grey section there's circles. So they're not quite as orientable, but yes, I would agree with you. You can, like for the fire types and the water types, there are definite sort of way round, aren't they? So that does help. I've just kind of shoved these anyway. A lot of them aren't background, a lot of them are leaves as well. But we will get there. We will get there. Thank you for that, Philip. I'm so offended that you said plant type. I know. I know. I'm terrible. I've let down all Pokemon fans the world over. Plant type. I think I actually said plant based last time. That's when you talk about food, isn't it? Oh well, you know what I mean. Grass type. Grass type. Lisa, hello from America. Hello. Thanks for joining. You're one of my recent members. Thank you so much for joining. Ella, hello to all. Claudia's here. Hi, Claudia. Greetings from Switzerland. Wow, I love it. I love it that there's so many people from all over. Which sucks because I love puzzling with you. Oh, I see. But it sucks that you're not puzzling. That's okay, Neve, as long as you enjoy yourself. Maybe next time you go away, you can bring along a little tiny puzzle. And do it on a wee table while I'm live streaming. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know if you would do that. Gusten, there's also a slight gradient in the backgrounds of each section, so they can be easier to find. I was wondering about that. I thought there was a gradient in the green section. But then I kind of thought, well, no, it looks like maybe where there's just the shadows of Pokemon. But then again, it's like really bright here and not so bright here. So yeah, there are very slight gradients in certain areas, but there's also shadows that the Pokemon cast, so that can be a wee bit sort of funny. But yeah, definitely the background helps, I would say, with this puzzle, with putting it together. Jessica, I'm currently doing a Pokemon themed diamond art painting whilst watching your Pokemon puzzle. Oh, brilliant! I love the way we're all doing this together, or at the very least along the same theme. I mean, obviously you're doing diamond art, but there's a few people building this puzzle at the moment, which is brilliant. I just think that's so good that we're doing a puzzle along on a giant puzzle. It's just right up my street. Um, yeah, because I'm in Newport with my boyfriend. Yes, yes, you told me. I remember, Neve. Nance, hi Vicky from the Netherlands. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I better get puzzling. Hey, we're a bit late starting because of my silly computer and it's weird bugs in the system. I'm lifting this up. I don't know why I was about to show you this. Right, this is the section I've decided to do after I've done the grass type section. So the grass type one's here, and the grey section here is right above it, and these are the normal type Pokemon. And I have sorted as many as I can find of this particular section. It was harder to sort. These are my pieces here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through they're starting to sort of encroach on each other a bit. I'm going to go through these once I finish the green section, and then I'll be able to go through like what the Pokemon are called and um, how I've sorted the pieces and that kind of thing. I don't think it's too bad a sort, but I'm certain that I've done some missorts, and I'm certain that there are probably going to be some gaps. It was a harder section to sort through than the green section, but I've done it, and we'll get to that, and I'll go through it all, and I will attempt to remember the names of these Pokemon as well. Actually, I'm excited because my favorite Pokemon is in this section, this grey section. My very favorite Pokemon. Perhaps those of you who know the names of these Pokemon can guess which is my favorite. But for now, let's get on with puzzling. I'm gonna I'm going to fill in some gaps, and I'm going to get rid of all these green pieces, which now that they are shape sorted, I hope will go in pretty quickly. So let's have a wee look. Just put the last piece in my puzzle, not the Pokemon. Hey, you finished. What was the puzzle that you finished? Ella. Is it Ella? I don't know if I've not got my glasses on, so I can't see very well. Yes, it is Ella. What puzzle did you finish? Claudia. Oh, sorry, Guston. I did this puzzle some 11 months back. It was very nice. Oh, you did this one, the Pokemon one. It's fun. It's really fun. I'm having loads of fun with it. I wanted to carry on building it. After the last live stream, I was like, do I really have to stop? That's why I think we should probably do more live streams on it, or more live streams more often. 9 minutes into it. 9 minutes into what, Neve? Sorry. Imagined to catch up with the green part this week, and I'm sorting. Oh, sorry, I managed, not imagined. I managed to catch up with the green part this week, and I'm sorting the grey at the moment. Curious to see how you went about it. Yes, it was, yeah, took some time. I don't sort this detailed as a general rule, um, but because I'm going for it section by section, it's been very kind of very, very detailed. Because that's how I'm sort of trying to build it. I'm doing Dragon Race by Ravensburger. Sorry for ruining the theme. How dare you? Well, there are Pokemon that look like dragons. Charizard looks a bit like a dragon, doesn't he? So I think we can let you off. We can let you off, astronomy. Could be Meowth. You think Meowth's my favourite, Gustin? Nope. SS. I'm sorting Magic Potions by Nathaniel Mortensen, Ravensburger, 1,000 Ps. Oh, I know the one you mean. That's a nice one. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm building this giant Pokemon along with you as well. Yay! Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Astronomy. Jigglypuff. Oh, yeah, Jigglypuff's my favourite. I love Jigglypuff. Well done. Good guess. Oh, you're 9 minutes into the live stream, Neve. Hello all, my internet connection has been very temperamental today, still plugging away at the fantastic street puzzle over here. Ah, a fellow 5K. Yay! Yay! I'm looking forward to doing that one. How are you? How is it coming along, Ula? Is it are you sort of halfway there, or a third, or how far into it are you? Ella, a Sun's Out 1,000 piece, The Beauty and the Beast. I've still not done a Sun's Out. Still not done one. But I hope you're enjoying that. Hello, Lisa. Nothing to do with the fairy tale. It's a picture of two trains. Oh, a beautiful train and a beastly train. I never would have guessed that, so thank you for clearing that up. And Tea Time Builds is here, smiley face. Hello, hello. Okay, so there's a bit of a mishmash of pieces here, but any that I recognized, I just grabbed. So, like, I found some black pieces, and there aren't actually that many areas on this puzzle where there's just complete kind of blackness. It's a really bright puzzle. But we do have this black mouth on Victory Bell, and we've also got quite a lot of black around the eyes of Tangela here. So I was able to find some of Tangela. I've also found a few, I think, of uh, Venusaur here and just whatever I could find, or even if I suspected it was went here, I put it to one side. So I'm gonna start filling in the gaps. I actually found a lot of Tangela, um, so I'm hoping he will become a lot more filled out now. Um, now that I've done that. Oh, and I've there's one missing piece from this little guy here. There, woohoo! I can't remember his name. Oh no! Oh, I've got them all written down as well. Somebody remind me what this one's name is, please. Can't remember its name. Um, you think you're past halfway, maybe 60%. Oh, good. Well done. Well done. Um, Julie T, hello. Oh, you just joined very recently, Julie. Thanks for joining. Hi from Australia. Finished Visionaria last weekend. Now sorting 5,000 piece big city collage. Oh, another 5,000 piece in the making. Another one I've got as well. I'm looking forward to that one too. I'm looking forward to all of them. But welcome. Thanks for joining. Oddish. That is it, Guston. Yes, this one. Massive missing piece in the middle of his face is now filled in. That's very satisfying. Thank you for that, Oddish. I might forget. I might forget sometimes. You just have to keep me right. So there we go. So hopefully we can fill out a little bit of um Venusaur over here. And we've got this guy here, Tangela's got some eyeballs going on now, which is good. Sure he feels much better for that. Nope. There, that goes there. That goes there. Oh, I like filling out gaps. Very satisfying gap filling, isn't it? These are going in nice and quick. Well, I thought that might belong down here, but I don't think it does. I think that's a miss. Or... Oh, no, it's not. It does. It goes there. Woohoo! Yes. One of the things that threw me about these pieces was there's brown in them. And there's not much brown in this section. There's a lot of brown in the rock type Pokemon section, but not much in this one. So that was throwing me a bit. I think they're Missort. Don't think that the one's there. Here we go. There's another one that had some brown in as well. And that one. Um, I mean, some of the Pokemon are just really similar colors to each other, so it's hard to tell. But at least, if I try and then I know I'm wrong, I can kind of narrow it down and put it in a separate pile. Pieces I've sorted that I've thought belonged to this pile that don't, I've not just thrown back in to all the rest of the pieces. I've kind of kept them separate because it feels a bit counterproductive doing that. So I sort of thought, well, I'll keep them out. And actually, some of the pieces from that I'd sorted thinking they were this section were actually belong to the grey section. So I'd already kind of started sorting, if you see what I mean. Um, I already had some sorted out, so that was quite handy. Wait. Oh, he's very he's coming along very nicely, isn't he? Now see, I thought that went with that, but it doesn't. So that one there. There are some that piece. I don't know how I missed that piece. Big bit of green in there. Um, and some of these pieces are actually mostly white, but it's because they go along the edge of this section. And there's a tiny bit of green in them, so you can kind of tell there. That's a little tiny bit of the pink section there. And we've got some of Paris there. So that's all those pieces that I found filled in a few of these gaps. Still a few left, but no doubt I will just keep finding them as I go along. So these ones I will put to one side. They belong elsewhere. What's people saying? Let's see. Julie T, what time is it in Australia? Almost 7 a.m. Oh, thanks for joining me so early for a Saturday. Or Sunday. Wait, is it Sunday for you? Is it Sunday for you, Julie? Yeah, it will be, won't it? Still early for a Sunday though. I actually love puzzling with my first cup of coffee in the morning. So good morning. Yeah. I actually when I lived in my old place, I used to get up early to puzzle. When my kids were younger, it was really nice just puzzling in peace and quiet when they were still asleep. I mean, it was ridiculously early, but it was nice. It was just peaceful. Dexter, I'm doing that too, keeping a separate pile for each section as I find them. I'm finding the yellows hard to tell which Pokemon they belong to. Yes, there's a lot of yellow Pokemon, but they're not all necessarily in the electric section, are they? I found that too, Dexter. So I think they're probably the pink and the yellow sections are probably the ones I'm going to do last. I think. Hi Dexter, hello. Yes, it's Sunday. Of course, it's Sunday. I'm getting mixed up. Wow. Well, thank you for joining me so early on a Sunday morning. Okay, so now I'm gonna just get on with these ones. Now, some of them do have tiny bits of other colours on them, not much, but some do. What I'll probably do is just try and pick out ones that have more leaf than background, because I know roughly where they're more likely to go. Having said that, I've just picked that one up and I can't find where it goes. There's quite a big leaf on Victory Bell there. And so he's got this whole big bit that hasn't been filled in yet. Um, oh, and he's got one up here too. He's got a big one on his head as well. So I suspect a lot of these leafy ones will fill out Victory Bell. Now then, where does that go? A little bit of white there. Can't see any more white on here. I mean, I could just get rid of these ones that are an obvious shape, like that one. It does make it a lot quicker. I mean, as boring as it is shape sorting, it does make it a lot quicker. To just get the pieces in there. And there. These are quite dark leaves on the back of um Ivysaur. I remembered his name. Remembered his name. There's a few bent prongs on this in this puzzle that I have found. I don't know if anybody else who's doing this puzzle is finding that. I think Matt, you had a few damaged pieces in this puzzle, didn't you, in your copy? I know it's not too many, not as many as Bizarre Town, but I am finding some bent prongs. Doing a shape sort is a lot easier for you. Yeah, it is. Well, when there's only this many left and they're all kind of the same colour, it makes more sense, really. Especially as I want to get moving on to the next section. I'm looking forward to it. There we go. A little bit of yellow on that one. And there we go. See, now that was a case in point, Philip, about orientation. I could tell that one went that way round because of the background. I also had some bent prongs. Oh, did you, Claudia? It's a shame. Don't think I ever had any damaged prongs. Well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if it's because they cram a lot of pieces into those small boxes. 5K Ravensburger puzzle boxes are quite small, I think. I wonder if they're just a bit too crammed in and then they get a bit bent. Um, these are nice. I don't do that. I just rummage through the pieces. Well, I rummage, but not on big puzzles as a general rule. My name is pronounced with a long I, like Liza Minnelli. Oh, Liza! Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. Liza, right. I'll try and remember that. Um, yes, my original copy of this one had a lot of damage. Yeah, I remember you telling me. Of course, I forget you've got another copy of this. You should bust it out, Matt. Put that other one away and bust this out instead. Do it again. Hi, Cara. Thanks for joining. Philip, don't remember having any damaged pieces in my copy. Good. Oh, I'm glad you didn't. There's just one or two, not too many. It was worse in Bizarre Town. How exactly do you get the Pokemon in this section sorted? I'm also working on this puzzle and I'm sorting by color, so no Pokemon can be found yet, especially the yellow ones. Yeah, well, that was why I went for this section first, because as a general rule, there weren't really green Pokemon or green colors in any of the other sections except this one. So I felt like it would be the easiest to sort. Obviously, you've got a purple one and a yellow one, and you've got, pink and blue with these. And really, I was just trying to identify just, what might belong to the Pokemon in this section. With this guy, I know he's yellow. There's a lot of yellow Pokemon, but he's a really bright yellow. So in some cases, you can kind of distinguish the shade of yellow or the shade of color that the Pokemon is. Um, and as I say, the background helps such a lot because if you've got a small Pokemon like this guy here, you can see, like the color of his body might be reminiscent with a fire type, but he's next to a green patch, so you can tell that he belongs in the green section. So it's doing little things like that. But I mean, I did miss sort. There were pieces that I'd picked out that didn't belong in here, and yeah, so it's just trial and error really. But any pieces that I found that um I wasn't sure. Like it could be in here or it could be up in the water section. Anywhere I was in two minds, I would just throw it in anyway, because then at least if it doesn't fit, I can just put it to one side and separate it into the correct section. Like I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I had a lot of pieces from one of the Pokemon in the grey section that I'd sorted into this one, and I'll explain that when I get to it. But um, I'm glad I kind of kept those separate because they all pretty much belong to the same Pokemon. So there was less sorting I had to do in the long run. But the thing is, I wouldn't normally sort this meticulously. If I was just doing the puzzle as a normal video, I probably would have sorted the entire thing first before I started building it, and it would more likely have been by color. So there would have been some background sections, and there would have been like a whole bunch of yellow Pokemon come together, for example. And I wouldn't really have built it like this, but because I'm doing this as a live stream, I'm trying to keep the sections a manageable size under the camera. Um, so that's why I'm sorting as detailed as I am, but I wouldn't usually. So there's a little bit of kind of maneuvering really to just accommodate for the fact that I'm live streaming it, if that makes sense. Um, right. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Just finished shape sorting 1,000 piece, and they were all 2 in, 2 out, except for one. 1 in, 3 out, and 1 3 in, 1 out. Oh, really? What brand is that, Sam? Ugh. Mind you, it's a lot of the same shape pieces in wildlife. I don't generally like that when there's too many of the same shape piece, but there's a few others in wildlife, so it kind of gets away with it. But yeah. Mm. Ella, I had bend and slightly damaged pieces in the 5,000 Ravensburger Gelini puzzle. Yeah, do you agree? Do you think that there's like actually quite a lot of like do you think that the boxes are actually quite small in the 5,000 piece Ravensburgers? I do. I kind of feel like they need to make them a bit bigger. Um, Guston, it's almost the same thing with the 3,000 piece boxes. Yeah, and then, I mean, they're going smaller with boxes now again because of the new packaging and stuff. Hope the 5Ks don't get even smaller than they are now. Just barely big enough to fit all the pieces. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can see how they might get a bit squished and bent. I had two sorted by colour. My puzzle is coming together totally different than Vicky's. Yeah, I think mine would come together differently if I was doing this as a normal video. I think this is a little different because I'm live streaming. Neve, might be doing my puzzle tomorrow. I'm going home on that day. Good. Hope you get it done. I hope you get it done. Sam, I've had that a lot with smaller jumbo puzzles. Oh, right. How are the 4,000 piece boxes? Got any of those yet? Yes, I have one 4,000 piece. They are this is the one 4K Ravensburger I've got. And excuse me, it is the same size as a 5K box. So I guess they won't go down anymore with the 5Ks, which is good. I mean I do honestly think these are small enough. Um so yes, they're the same size as the 5K box as the 4K. So hopefully they're not squished in. I guess we'll see when I get round to doing it. Has anyone else got one of the 4K Ravensburgers? Uh, right. That's oriented that way. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. No. Wait a minute. There. And over. Right. I think I should go with like try and figure out the colours first because the leaf ones are really obvious. They're more obvious than the background ones. So try doing that. Oh dear. I feel like that's in the wrong spot. Have I got that in the wrong spot? Maybe I've not. I don't know. I don't seem to have any other pieces with white in here. So I don't think I've got any more of these like the edge of the section. I wish I did, because I've still not quite managed to piece together this bit yet. That goes there. See there, bent prong. It's quite frustrating. Makes it stick out. Um, that one. Ah, okay. Well, maybe that goes that. Oh, that makes more sense. Didn't think there was enough. It just didn't seem like there was enough space along here the way I had them laid out. I think it's because I had that too high up. There we go. So I've managed to attach that bit. And that's it. Good, 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 good. Oh, this is satisfying filling out this. I'm loving it. It's actually quite a satisfying way of doing it section by section. I mean, it's kind of a pain to sort, but it really is quite satisfying doing it this way. Like when you start building it, I mean. That goes there. Just be nice to have like just little finished chunks that I can put together at the end. Um, yeah, where do you go? Nope. Let's do that one. We go. Um, hang on. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? That to be a less tight fit then. Yes. The 4K. Yes, it would. I've missed some of the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. But don't know. But I have more damaged pieces in Ravensburger puzzles than in the past. Ella. Yeah, me too. That's what I've been finding too. Well, I don't think I've found any in the Magical Dragon Forest, which is coming together underneath these boards. Um, that's quite good, and the 9K Disney Museum that I did was quite good as well. I mean, they're quite jammed into those boxes as well, in fairness, but yeah, I'm finding it more often now. Um, I had a seizure a few days ago. Oh, sorry to hear, Neve. I hope you're all right. You have three of them, Matt. Yes, you've got that one I've got, haven't you? The fairy one, have you? There's a few. There's a couple that I would like, but I only have the one at the moment. That's a very nice 4,000 piece Ravensburger puzzle. Would love to get it, but have already so many not yet decided. I know. I've got so many too. Doesn't stop me getting more though. Been looking at them in the online shops, but I want to finish some of my backlog before I get more. That's very sensible. I should do the same thing. I have the same as you, looking forward to it, trying to get my hands on the tropical dragons. Yes, I like that one. Oh, Matt, you've got that one as well, haven't you? That tropical dragons one that Danique has. I like that one as well, Danique. Sam, Vicky, it's the art puzzle brand. The last one I did from them had the full range of shapes. Oh, okay. I don't know why they do that. I don't know when there's different shapes, isn't there? How's Bagay of the Dragon Puzzle coming on? I'm loving it, Philip. I'm loving it. Well, I'm on the obvious sections still, because I'm obviously kind of still in the first half stage of this, and so it's coming together just really nicely, really nicely. I've done the fairy and I've done the unicorns and the Pegasus, and I've started working on the dragon. I want to try and get the dragon mostly done, like the dragon's wings done. And then I'm gonna put the video out on it because it's coming together a lot quicker than I actually expected. It's coming together really nicely, but I know I'm gonna slow down because I'm reaching the point now where once those bright obvious colors have gone, there's a lot of dark left, and I'll be slowing down a bit. But I'm really enjoying it, Philip. Really enjoying it. Sam, had other jigsaws before where there's only been a handful of other shapes, but this is the first time where there were only two non-standard pieces. I mean, why bother? Yeah, that does seem odd. That does seem really odd. Got some 30,200 piece Jan van Hasteren puzzle some bit back. Yeah, I've seen that one. That by Jumbo. I forget Jumbo has some large piece count puzzles. I want to finish over the fall and winter. Not sure if this puzzle's even a thing in the UK. I've seen them, like online. I don't know if we have them here. I don't know if you can buy them in the shops. I've not actually gone looking for that one, but I bet you could maybe get it from eBay here, but probably be quite expensive. Love the Disney one. The which one, Cara? The large piece count, the 40K. Yes, you have the fairy one, Matt. Yeah. Do you have the tropical dragons too, Matt? Sam, it's very odd to go down from having a lot of shapes in one and barely any at all in another puzzle. Yeah, I don't get that. That's quite weird. Um, you'd be fine. Don't know how much more of it can take with seizures of mine. Yeah, they're not easy, are they, seizures? No, I've had them myself. Don't have them often though, thankfully. SS, Vicky, remind me again this Pokemon puzzle comes in separate. Oh, does it come in separate bags? No, no, it doesn't. It's one big bag of 5,000 pieces. Um, Ravensburger, they don't separate bags until the 9Ks. The 5,000s they don't separate, and then they don't do a 6 or 8,000. They do a 9,000, and that comes in two bags. So the 5K is just 5,000 pieces, unfortunately. Um, can't type today. Oh, that's all right. I can't type anytime. Right. Okay. Must get building. Must get building. Right. Um, yeah. So these leaves on Victory Bella coming together. Got a little bit of his mouth filled in as well, which is nice. From my second sort, and each time I sort, I'll find other ones from this because the more I build these sections, the more I'll recognize the pieces, that I'm missing from them. So that'll be good to get these bits filled in. That's there. Goes there. What's that? That looked white to me, but it's not. It's actually a really light green. Nope. There we go. Let's see. That way. Ah. Ivysaur actually encroaches very slightly onto the pink side there. So I've actually got a bit of one of the pink Pokemon, pink section Pokemon, just because it had a tiny wee bit of green on it. So I was able to find that. Now then, I think Ivysaur's done. Yeah, Ivysaur's all finished. That's good. Right, now I think there's a few bits left on Oddish. I'm struggling to find where they go, but I'm pretty certain I've got a few bits of Oddish here. There. And there. There, that goes there. Right, so these brighter coloured leaves belong to Oddish. Nope. It's definitely colour is the way forward at the minute. There we go. It's coming together. Now then, where do you go? Not sure. That bit goes somewhere around here with this guy. Oh no, there. You've got to go around here somewhere. Ah, yeah, it does go there. Okay, so this is coming together really nice now. I'm liking this. Very satisfying. I think I've got some from Venusaur here. That one. And that one. You're so brave, lol. So not ready to do that many pieces yet. Yeah, well, I just love them. Just love them. That helps. And figuring out a way to be able to do them in, with not necessarily a big enough surface, if that makes sense. That helps as well. Being able to use foam boards and doing it like this is what's allowing me to live stream it. So that's really, I'm pleased I can do that because I just really enjoy large piece count puzzles. If you want to move up though in the large piece counts, kind of move up in the numbers, try like say a 2000 piece or something first, or a 1500 even, and just build up gradually, and then it doesn't seem quite so big of a leap. It's another way you can kind of build up. My kids are making noises. I don't know why or what they're going on about, but hopefully you can't hear them. Mm. Whoever was, whoever, sorry, I can hear my kids out in the hall and it's very off-putting. 2 seconds. Jasper and Freya, I'm trying to live stream. Can you quiet down a wee bit, please? It's off-putting. I don't know if you can hear that. I've got a directional mic plugged in, so you may not be able to pick up on the sound. But I just said, Jasper and Freya, I'm trying to live stream, and Jasper said, that's nice. He's getting cheeky, that boy. Ah, dear. Come on, where do you go? Not there. Somewhere around there. Is there? That's Bulbasaur. Um, Decided to put the live stream on my iPad because there are too many adverts on my phone. Oh, I don't know, it made a difference what device you used. Okay, well, I hope that works for you. So, with the large account puzzles, do you usually keep them together, tape and hang? So, yes, I usually do keep them together. There are a couple that I haven't kept. So, the 9K Disney Museum, I kept together. I taped it, but I gave it to my sister to put up in her house. She's a massive Disney fan. It was kind of just like a present for her. Foam boards were a game changer for me as well, Claudia. Yeah, absolutely. Same for me. Um, and the 5K artistic Mickey, I took apart and I gave that to my sister as well. She wanted to actually build that one. So I passed that along to her. But all the other large piece counts I've done, I have taped. And they're currently in the cupboard waiting to be hung. I do want to put them up. I can't put all of them up in this flat, but there are some that I can and that I would like to put up. They'd not be kids if they didn't make noises. I know. I know. It's unfortunate, eh? They're not being particularly annoying. It's just off-putting when I'm trying to talk and all I can hear is them running around. Um, let's see. Or just do a John from Puzzle Me This and go straight in at 42,000. I know. Well, he's not doing that alone though, is he? I think that would be a lot less daunting if you had a whole family working on it. I can't. That's not practical here. I wouldn't be able to do that here. You'd need a space big enough to put a table out that size. Dexter. SS Bluebird 3000 piece puzzles come in 2 bags. They're a good brand to move up piece count. Yeah, there are some Ravensburger don't tend to mix until the later sizes. Same with like Clementoni and Educa. But yeah, you're right, Dexter. Bluebird Castelland, Graphica, I believe, and Schmidt. They'll separate smaller into smaller bags, smaller puzzles into smaller bags. And Piatnik too. My 6K Piatnik is into 3,000 piece bags. So yeah, you can definitely do larger puzzles, in the sections. I like the Clementoni 13Ks for that because they're only 2,000 piece sections, so that they're quite good. Liza, oh, you know what I got? A dry erase whiteboard, big enough to build a 5,000 piece puzzle. Oh, great. Put it on top of my dining table. Cost like $60. That's a good idea. A big whiteboard. Yeah, that's a great idea. Great idea. Julie T, that's too extreme. Haha. Good to know, thanks. I've always wanted to try that brand. Bluebird's nice. Yeah, I did a 4K Bluebird. Um, and yeah, it was lovely. Really good quality, a nice puzzle. But the only thing to note with the larger piece count in Bluebird and some other brands is when you get to, I think it's 6,000 pieces, the size of the pieces gets smaller and the puzzle gets smaller. So a 6,000 piece Bluebird, I think, is about the same size as a 5,000 piece Ravensburger, something like that. And I think Schmidt's a similar thing. So I did a 4K Bluebird, and that was normal size pieces. But if I'd had done a 6K, the pieces would be smaller. So I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, but just letting you know that because sometimes people don't like working with smaller pieces. So it's worthwhile just knowing that. Um, that's there. Hmm. All right, I'm getting there with this. Won't be long till I'm done. I love this. Coming, it's coming. There's a bent prong there. Yeah, I didn't really notice that the first time round. Or maybe I did, I just forgot. Um, is there? Okay, that's fine. Wrong piece shape. Okay. All right. I'm not looking up at the chat just now. I'm on a roll. I'm just plugging away at these pieces. Wait a minute. Where are you? And you? Ah, down here. Okay. That is all the pieces I had separated into the green section. So the background is all done. I've got 4 pieces missing from Tangela. Filled him out a lot actually with that second round of sorting. 1 piece, well, 5 pieces missing from Victory Bell. 2 from Paras. Oddish is done. Bulbasaur's done. Ivysaur's done. Venusaur's quite big in this section, so there's 4 pieces in the flower and then a couple of pieces in the mouth and body. But I'd say that's pretty good going. There's not much left to go in there, is there? So that's great. Yay! Grass type section looking good. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Looking good, Vicky. Thank you. Yeah, the Schmidt Disney 6K puzzles have very small pieces. Yeah, some of them do. The minute they hit 6K, it's like they go down in scale. Julie, when are you doing section 8 of wildlife? Well, I think I'm going to do it after my Piatnik playing cards puzzle. I was gonna do a 6K Clementoni, but I really want to just plow on through my wildlife puzzle. So after my Dragon Forest, which I'm working on just now, I'm gonna do the 6K playing cards by Piatnik. Then I'm going to do section 8, I think. That's my plan. She's on a roll. Thanks, Cara. Yeah, it really was towards the end there. Looking good, Vicky. Thanks, Neve. Currently working, not today though, on Marvel 13.5K by Treffle. Ooh, nice. Size of the pieces is so ridiculously small, it's not even funny. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about working on a large piece count Treffle because I've heard the pieces are small. I've got a 6K and I've got the 9K, the Disney one. You are. I am. What am I? Horror. Denny, Bluebird also has different piece sizes for 3,000 puzzles. I have one with small pieces which measures. Oh, really? Didn't know that. I don't have much experience with Bluebird puzzles. I've just literally done that one 4,000 piece, and that was just normal size pieces. Great job. Now on to another section. Yep. Let's move on to the grey section. I'm just going to read the rest of these comments. Looks awesome. Thanks, Neve. Thank you, Cara. Grass section 98% done. Yes, not many now. Playing cards. Let's go. Yay! I know. I can't wait to do that one. I have the Piatnik. I'll watch for when you start that one. Oh, have you? Have you got the 6K, Ula? Ooh. Yeah. Do it along with me. Woohoo! All right. So the green now is going to be placed under this ready to go foam board that was underneath. Just gonna look, see, glimpse of the dragon puzzle. Woohoo! There we go. Clean slate. Looks like I've done nothing. All right, so I'm gonna get the poster out for this. The grey section's right above the green. I don't know if the grey and the green would fit onto one foam board. When I've put a lot of it together, I'll try and figure out if it will. Because it'd be easier if I can have them both on the same foam board. But for now, I'm going to start this on a new foam board. So if I move this over there a bit, and then I can kind of point and then show you the pieces at the same time. Yeah, I did the 1,000, loved it, so I got the 6K. Oh, brill. I can't wait. I love cards though, I like playing cards. Nice sneak peek. Yeah, did you see that? See that they got the dragon's head and everything. Right, okay, so here are my sorted piles. And there's some quite big Pokemon in this section. Like, obviously, Venusaur is pretty big. The rest are all sort of not too bad. But you've got this one here, like that one's big. Pidgeot's big. Snorlax is big. Snorlax, isn't it? So there's some quite big Pokemon here. Right, so here's how I've done it. These pieces here belong to Pidgeot. That's this Pokemon that is a bird. Those pieces, little tiny pile there, belong to this purple blob here, which is called Ditto. And then this pile here is Meowth. Meowth might be known to some people who don't know Pokemon as well. Meowth's in pretty much every episode, I think. That's this guy here, the one that looks like a cat. This pile here that you can't see because I'm in the way, that one, is this Pokemon with the big long tongue, and that's called Licky Tongue. Which just sounds about right. Then this pile here is Jigglypuff, my favourite. This pile here is Eevee, which is this little one here. Looks a bit like a fox. Cat's meowing now. If it's not kids, it's cat. This pile here is this one, and this one's called Tauros. It's like a bull, looks a bit like a bull. This pile here, now a lot of these pieces I had sorted into the grass type pile, because they are pink and blue, and I thought they belonged to either Ivysaur or Venusaur. So, but actually, there's a Pokemon here called Porygon. I don't know if it's pronounced. I don't know if it's pronounced Porygon or Porygon. But anyway, he's pink and blue, and they actually belonged to that one. So I put them to one side, and the pile was already pretty big. I've added a couple to it since I've done the sort. But anyway, that's pile is this one here. This pile isn't a specific Pokemon. It's a specific color, and it's all these light, kind of creamy colored pieces. Don't know if you can see that. And the reason I separated those, I know some of them aren't going to go in here. There are a lot of Pokemon with these creamy colored pieces, especially in the fire type section. Like this one here with the big floofy tail, it's kind of creamy colored. You've got this guy here, his front is sort of beigey, creamy colored, same with this one. Um, but there's also a lot of that color in Snorlax. So I just chucked all of that color into this pile, or mostly that color, and I think a lot of them will belong to Snorlax, but probably won't as well. So that one's potentially missorted quite a lot, but there will be some in here that belong in this section. These ones are background pieces. So the grey background, which has like spots, and then this pile here is Snorlax, who was pretty easy to identify. He's quite big. And that is it. That is how I have sorted it. It was harder to do than the green section. Um, nice sneak peek. Okay, cool. That's a weird name. Oh, which one's a weird? They're all weird names. Licky tongue. I think that's the weirdest name. Or maybe Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's quite a weird name. It's cute though. So the reason it was more difficult to sort was because you've got so like Pidgeot, for example, is kind of yellow and brown, but also got a little bit of red and more than one shade of yellow. And there's a lot of yellow Pokemon. So I'm convinced there will be some gaps in Pidgeot. Um, then you've got Licky Tongue, who, is pink. There's a few pink ones scattered around as well. I think I've mostly got that one, but the one with the tongue out. Yes, it is a weird name. But again, might not have all of that one. Jigglypuff was quite easy because of his big green eyes. He's got big green eyes. And he's a brighter pink than Licky Tongue. So I could pick out Jigglypuff fairly easily. Meowth was fairly easy. Meowth is small, so they're not many of his pieces, but you could kind of tell him because either there was grey in the background. There weren't really pieces of him where it was the whole thing was just Meowth. Usually there was some grey because he's quite small. Also he's got all these whiskers and things sticking out, so he was pretty obvious. Snorlax is pretty obvious because of this sort of shade of grey that he is. There aren't many other Pokemon that shade of colour. Um, Also, where the grey meets the creamy colour, that was kind of obvious. The food in his hand. I think I've probably got quite a lot of Snorlax. Eevee and Tauros were a bit more difficult because they are a very similar shade of brown, and there are brown Pokemon in here. There's some similar shades of Pokemon in the fire bit, so not certain about Tauros how well I've sorted him, but I don't know. It's just the mixture of different colours of these Pokemon that was just made it a little bit more tricky to sort. But I've done the best I can, and we'll just see how it goes. So I was thinking I would start with the smaller piles. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start with like Ditto, and that's the little blob one, and then Meowth. I'll do Meowth, and possibly Eevee and Jigglypuff, or maybe Eevee and Porygon actually. Porygon. Um, Again, I might have some missorted in the Eevee pile. So I'm just gonna hit the smaller piles first and see how we get on. Uh, There we go. So if anyone's got any questions, more questions about the sorting or kind of how I've done it, um, do fire away. I think for a 5,000 piece puzzle, you did amazing sorting if you were able to identify them. Well, yeah, it was hard at first. It helps that I've done the green, so obviously there's less pieces to go through the second time around. Um, but it's just because it's a cartoon kind of where there was a oh dear, hang on. What? I don't know if there was a wee blip there. It just said that my software had disconnected, but it's reconnected. Hopefully it didn't affect it and you can still hear me fine. Hi Richard, how are you? It's going good, thank you. Thanks for coming along. Um yeah, so like for example where I had purple next to pink or yellow next to pink or something like that, I was the more I kind of found those pieces, the easier it became for me to distinguish what was a bit of Pidgeot because Pidgeot's next to Licky Tongue, that kind of thing. It's sort of I don't know, it's just positioning and things like that. You're able to figure it out from that. So yeah, but as I say, to start with, it was really slow going. You can still see and hear me. There was a wee blip, but it's fine now. Shortly stopped. Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, this is one of those days, isn't it? Stream went a little wobbly. All good now. Yeah, it just there was a message just came up on my laptop, and it said that my streaming software had disconnected, but then it just as quickly said it had reconnected. But I couldn't tell if it had blipped or not. I'm glad it wasn't for long though, so that's good. That's good. So I'm doing Meowth now. That's ditto. I've obviously missed a big bit of purple there on him. But I'm getting on with Meowth just now. Uh, he's got big cat's eyes, so they're quite obvious. He's got a little gem on his forehead. There's his face coming together there, look. And then you had pieces like this where it's mostly grey, but you can see one of his whiskers. Now then, correct me if I'm wrong, but Meowth's the only Pokemon, or at least that one particular Meowth, that can talk, right? Am I right in thinking that? Can't blame me this time. No, you weren't even speaking, Sam. You're fine. Yeah, so is Meowth the only one that can talk? I know not all Meowths can talk, but this one can. Has never been explained in any episode of Pokemon how he can talk, but none of the others can. I've not seen every episode of every series, so I don't know. Maybe an expert, if there are any of you in this chat, maybe you can tell me. Hope you had a good time visiting in England. Did you end up buying any puzzles? Yeah, I did have a good time. Thank you. I did. It was good. I just went down to see my family. I didn't really get up to much. Just went and chilled and, saw my family. Actually, I did not buy a single puzzle. Odd, odd, isn't it? But, but I did buy some Lego, which I haven't done in a long time. But I don't know, just fancy doing some Lego, so I got some. I put Richard. I don't know if you saw it. I put up a wee members video, and I showed the Lego. So I did get that, but I didn't buy any puzzles. No, I did look for them. I saw a few in the shops, but there were none I really wanted. So I left the puzzles. But it's okay. I don't always have to buy puzzles. I didn't have a massive case with me either, so probably wouldn't have been able to fit it in. Technically, yes, Mewtwo can talk using telepathy. Ah. There is a Pokemon called Slowking that can talk. It only shows him in the movie Pokemon 2000. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. Mewtwo is able to talk through his psychic powers. Right. Thank you, Javier, Jessica, and Philip. Ah, yes, I have work brain. I saw that video yesterday. It's all right. It's all right. I wasn't sure if you'd seen it. That's why I thought I'd mention it to you. Um, that looks like a background piece. I don't know how that got in there. And these look like pieces that don't necessarily. Oh wait, no, that goes there. No, that goes there. These look like pieces that don't necessarily belong. That one might. That looks like a bit of the edge of Snorlax. So I don't know who they belong to, but what we can do is attach Ditto to Meowth. There we are. Yay! Meowth came together really nice. I'm only really missing one bit of him. So we'll put them up there. Okay, so Mewtwo, yes, Mewtwo can talk with telepathy. I think I maybe knew that. Mewtwo's in the movie, the live action movie Pokemon with Ryan Reynolds. Mewtwo's in that, isn't he? Was he talking that? Can't remember. Quite enjoyed that. Is anybody else like that? Where Pikachu can talk, but it's because there's like a human inside, is like soul inside of him or something. I don't know. Can anybody else remember that movie? Been out a while now. Right. So Porygon, I think, is going to be not quite so easy because he's all angles and lines, and he's a funny looking one. Oh, okay. So I've got two big eyeballs here, but they don't look to be connectable. Pardon me. Well, maybe, yeah, they go that way. That's not very useful, is it? And there's actually a little blue. It's like he's got a little bit of blue hair attached to him as well. He's an odd looking one, this one. Why are these Pokemon called normal type? I don't think there's anything normal about Jigglypuff. I think Jigglypuff's extraordinary. Love the colours on the puzzle. Just bought my first bigger puzzle. Only 3,000 pieces, but looks fun. It's the Harry Potter castle. Yay! I've seen that one. It looks good. Don't say only 3,000 pieces. 3,000's big. Well done. That's going to be fun. Yes to both movie 8. Is that what that says? Detective Pikachu. Yes, that's the one. Detective Pikachu. Yes. Richard, which brand is it? Is it not Ravensburger? Richard. I think it's Ravensburger. Normal are essentially the ones closest to normal. Okay. I suppose they don't fit into any particular type, do they? Like Jigglypuff sings people to sleep. That's not really a psychic or electric or grass-based power, is it? So I suppose, but I don't know. Normal just doesn't seem like quite the right word to me. Um, Normal type Pokemon don't have any special abilities like fire, water, and leaf do. Normal type don't have any special element power. Ah, so they're not associated with an element then, I guess. They do have abilities though, don't I mean, I'm right, aren't I? Jigglypuff sings people to sleep. Is that right? Or all the Pokemon? I got a piece in. Yay. Um, yeah, no, I enjoyed Detective Pikachu. I thought that movie was good. Um, Yeah, so I bought a Lego, going back to what I was saying to Richard, and it was a Minecraft Lego. Oh, that's the middle of the puzzle. Just going through Porygon's head there, I think. You can tell because it's misaligned. When you find the center, the pieces are misaligned. Um, it's a Minecraft puzzle, and it's like one of the display sets. It's called the crafting table, and it looks fun. And I've got a whole bunch of Harry Potter Lego that has been sitting in a box for quite a long time because it never got taken out when I moved into this place that I'm in now. Um, but I've since obviously done up my. I think that might belong to Jigglypuff. I've since done up my puzzle room, like rearranged it and everything, as you know. And so I've moved the Lego out, hoping to display it on my old puzzle shelf, which is now in the lounge, because I've got space on there to put some things. And yeah, but it involves I have to rebuild it all. I mean, I think it's partially built. I didn't sort of completely break it down, but I do have to rebuild it. So there will be now a Minecraft one joining it. But I can't wait. I enjoy doing Lego. It's fun. It's fun. Does anybody else like Lego? Um, yep. And draws on their faces when they fall asleep. That's it. His microphone's a pen, right? He sings into the microphone, and then it is also a pen, as you do. Microphone pens. I'm a bit tired tonight, Neve. Yeah, me too. I feel tired too. Although I had a big, long train journey. I only came back yesterday from Nottingham, and the trains. Oh dear. Oh, don't even get me started. It was a bit of a nightmare journey, to say the least. But we didn't get back home until gone 10 o'clock. So yeah, I'm tired as well, Neve. Is sorry, not Southport, Newport. Is that far from where you live, Neve? Like, is it a long journey to get there? Obviously, don't say where you live. But is it a long journey, or is it not too bad? Um, Good luck, Richard. I haven't attempted a 2K yet, and I have seven of them, and three 3,000 pieces. The pile is getting bigger and bigger. Ooh, so you've got them, but you've not attempted them yet. Oh, try a 2K, Leslie. I like 2K puzzles. I think they're a really good size puzzle. In fact, I would like to do a 2K soon. One of my 2Ks. I quite like those, as a size of puzzle. Uh, Philip, oh yeah, I forgot Jigglypuff does that. Yeah, so did I. So did I. Does he not get annoyed that everybody's fallen asleep and so he draws on them? But obviously they fall asleep because he sings. But it annoys him. Have I got that right? I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched Pokemon. I built the mini Lego version of Hogwarts and the Lego Titanic as well. Both took a really long time. Oh wow, you've done the big sets. Wow. Is Titanic not like the biggest one that you can like buy commercially? Titanic's huge. The Lego set, I mean, well, obviously the ship was too, but I'm going on a train tomorrow as well. Yeah. Not a big fan of trains, I have to say. Sooner I get a car, the better. Yes, but really build one. Oh, right, you like Lego, but you don't build them often, Claudia. Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm really looking forward to doing the crafting table. I will do. Yeah. Oh, well, let us know. Let us know how it goes, Leslie. Leslie, you've done some really nice puzzles recently. Seen a few that look fun on the Facebook group. Oh, the UKJPA. Yeah. You do see some nice puzzles on Facebook and Instagram. Depends if there's a change of trains or not. Sometimes it takes 1 to 2 hours. Yeah, well, we had to change twice. Um, and we kept missing connections because there was just delays all the time. It was very, very frustrating. 2,000 pieces is probably my favorite size. Yeah, same, Dexter. Same. I like large piece count puzzles, but if I was doing a puzzle, just one big puzzle. 2K is nice. I like 2K. No, the Millennium Falcon is the biggest one to date, with the most Lego pieces and the most expensive set. Ooh, I know someone who just got the Millennium Falcon Lego set. Oh, it looks fun, and I love Star Wars, but it's very grey, isn't it? Oh, it's a very grey Lego set. I've not gone down that road buying Star Wars sets because the problem is once I get one, I'm gonna want more, and it's just a dangerous road. So I don't think I'm gonna bother with the Star Wars ones. But I do like the look of them. I think they look cool. Right. Okay. Porygon is just a little more tricky. So he actually has some of the edge on him, like the edge of the section. You can see a little bit of white. All right, so that bit that I said is the center. It's the vertical center. That goes that way round. Um, so that obviously goes there. That's the eye. That goes there. I don't think I've got any other eye pieces. Because there's no other white on here. Where's that? Oh, that's his nose. That's his nose. That's a tiny little bit of Eevee as well there. So that goes around here, there, I think. Have I got that right? Yeah, there, that goes there. Woohoo! Right, it helps when you orient it properly. Um, that I think goes around here somewhere. Some of this guy is he's like shadowed a bit. So the blues are a little bit darker, and the pinks are a little bit darker. There, that goes there. Ah, okay, so that attaches that side, which is good. Um, and then I don't think there's any other Pokemon that are pink and blue, aside from the ones in the grass section. So I should have. I think all these pieces belong to Porygon. Ah, that big is there. But I may have some missing. There. Nope. No. So that's just blue there. That's a bit of Eevee again. So I think that goes. No, goes down here somewhere. Oh, that's a wee bit of the edge as well. Hmm. Wait a minute. Ah, there, that goes there. Is that? Okay, there's going to be some bits here that won't connect yet. Um, I'm not even certain that belongs with Porygon. That might even go with. No, it doesn't. Might actually go with Licky Tongue. So we'll pop that one back in there. So that's Porygon. Right, have I missed some? Can't wait until Monday. Heading into London for the day with a theatre trip in the evening. Oh, great. Brill. What are you doing during the day, Philip? Are you just gonna wander around? Have you got places you want to visit? And what's your theatre? What show are you watching at the theatre? My future sister-in-law bought and built the AT-AT. Ooh, I think it's called, and she said it was the most fun one to build that she's done from Star Wars. Oh, right. Oh, thanks, Jessica. Matt was in two minds about the AT-AT, weren't you, Matt? Um, that's the one with four legs. Um, so that was fun to do. Oh, good. Another big grey one, though, eh? Leslie, Richard, did you finish that giraffe puzzle from the EJJ? It looked great. Oh, is that the Cherry Patsy one that I've been seeing a lot of? I did, but not in time, unfortunately. I was having a disaster. My first Cherry Patsy, though, and the quality was good. I've not tried a Cherry Patsy yet either. I'm off to bed now, so tired. Oh, good night, Neve. Get some good sleep if you're heading back on the train tomorrow. Get some good sleep. Right, so I am now working on Evie, who's the small one that looks a bit like I don't know what a fox kind of a thing. It's cute. Evie's cute. And I could perhaps, I hope, attach Evie to Porygon because Evie's just sort of right in front of Porygon. In fact, there's a tiny little bit there. That's his ear. And I've got a little bit of his ear there. The eyes on Eva are quite obvious because they're not big white eyes, they're black with a little white dot. So the face hopefully should be, I'm hoping, complete. There we go. So you've got a little face. He's cute. Yeah, it's so big. I don't have much space. Already don't have much space for the ones I have. What, which one's so big? The AT-AT, Matt. Good night, Neve. Highest piece count Lego is the world map. Is it? Is that a flat one? I thought that the Star Destroyer was a pretty high piece count. So that one's massive as well. Philip, not sure yet. Most likely sightseeing, maybe a museum or two. Seeing Back to the Future the musical, as it's Back to the Future Day. It's also the fifth time seeing it. Oh, yay! Oh, that'll be fun. Oh, I hope you enjoy that. Yes. Oh, the AT-AT. Right. Okay. Yeah. I hope you enjoy that, Philip. It sounds great. So, okay, Eevee's actually coming together better than I thought. There are some creatures that with pieces similar to Eevee up in the fire type section, and I may have some mixed up, like that one. I'm wondering if that is been missorted and that one. Just because I feel like the shade of brown is a bit different. This is more like a reddish brown, whereas Eevee's a bit more. There's no real red in Eevee, it's more just brown. Same with that, that doesn't look quite right either. Now then, is that Eevee's tail? Or oh no, it's got like a little mane. Eevee has. What time are we? 10:30. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, it looks like it's got like a little mane. That's his tail, definitely. Ha! There we go. So that bit of Porygon is still floating, but that bit isn't now, so that's good. I'm actually really pleased I've got the amount of pieces I have with Eevee. I didn't think I'd have quite as many as this. So there we go. They're my small piles. So we've got Ditto, we've got Meowth, and they're attached. We've got Porygon, as best as I could determine, and we've got Eevee, and they're attached. So I'm gonna put them up there now as well. I think they belong in the fire section, and that one I have got no idea. So I'm just gonna put that there with the others. And I think I'm gonna do Jigglypuff now. I may actually find some of Porygon in the Jigglypuff pile, possibly. Or I might find some of Porygon in the Licky Tongue pile. I should probably do that one soon too. Um, because we've got a fair bit of pink in this section. Fair bit of pink. Uh, oh, hang on. Where are we? Where are we? Yes, it's flat. Then the Titanic is the second highest. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought Titanic was the biggest, but obviously not. Um, oh, I didn't know about the world map one, Matt. Philip, oh, I will do. It's an awesome show. Highly recommend for fans of film or musicals. I bet I would enjoy it. Sounds great. Jessica, even though Eevee is normal type Pokemon, she actually has 8 different evolutions, some of which are flame, water, ice, psychic, leaf, electric, dark, and fairy types. Oh, that's interesting. Do you know, actually, now that you say that, Jessica, there was a Pokemon up in the fire bit I thought looked like Eevee, and I wondered if it was like an evolution of Eevee. Wait, was it the fire type? There. That looks a bit like an Eevee evolution. And then here as well. This one. Are they evolved forms of Eevee? But suddenly they become elemental when they evolve? Is that right? I don't know about the psychic one. Don't think there's an Eevee in that one. Um wow. How come Eevee has 8? That's wow. And that doesn't even cover Mega Evolution. Oh dear. Don't ask me how I know about these things. Um, that's an evolution. Yes. Vaporeon in the water types as well. Oh, nice one. Lol. Oh, yes, evolution. That was a good one. That was a good one. Maybe that's what. Maybe that's why they called it Eevee. We'll call this one Eevee and just make them evolve millions of times. I know there are several Pokemon puzzles out there, but do any of them have Team Rocket in, or even a human being? Like I don't know if I've seen Ash in a Pokemon puzzle. Ash is the main kid, right? The 3 Gen 1 evolutions of Eevee are in this puzzle. Ah, they are Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon. Yes, that's Flareon, and the electric is Jolteon. See, I thought they looked like Eevee, but I wasn't sure. I didn't know if they crossed boundaries into the other types. That's interesting. Thank you for that. Because I was genuinely wondering about that when I was sorting the puzzle. So I'm working now on Jigglypuff. That doesn't go there. And starting with his eyes because they're like the most obvious thing about Jigglypuff because they're this lovely green color and just really big, wide green eyes. So they're easy to pick out. I've already done that once. There we go. And that one. And that one. That one. There. Okay, so look, there's the eyes, and you can attach those because it's got like a little it's too a little curly bit on his head. Um, yes, that's Flareon, and the electric is Jolteon. Not really. The monsters are way more marketable. Um, yeah, I suppose they are. Yeah, like I've never like you've got Meowth, but not Team Rocket. I mean, usually he's with Team Rocket, isn't he? Well, I don't care really. Team Rocket are quite annoying as Pokemon characters go. Eevee doesn't Mega Evolve. Charizard does into Mega Charizard X. Oh, QSS, thank you so much. Have to sign off soon, but thanks for puzzling. Oh, thank you so much. That's so generous. Thank you. Well, let us know when you go. We'll say bye-bye. Or why, depending on where you capture it on Pokemon Go. Blimey. This is getting into depths of knowledge that I can't even I can't, can't even keep up with. See, I watched the series with Mega Evolved Pokemon. That's the only reason I know about Mega Evolution. And I really enjoyed the XY and the XYZ series. I really like Greninja. Greninja was another one of my favorites. Um, one of Ash and Greninja Mega Evolves, right? Pretty sure he does. Okay, so I've just managed to put together Jigglypuff's ears. Um, the face is really obvious. Just those big giant eyes. It is pretty cool when they Mega Evolve. I might have to watch that series again. That's if it's still even on Netflix. Um, right. How's your puzzle coming along, Matt? Are you still puzzling? I might not. I may have some missorts here. Because it looks like there are some pieces that aren't quite the right shade of um pink. Wait, that one is though. That yeah, that's foot. This is foot. Looks like the right shade of pink. But I am not seeing where that goes. Ah, there, that goes there. And we've got ah. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, so I can attach Jigglypuff here to Eevee. Here we go. Look there. Woohoo! There. Okay, so that's three attached to each other. That's good. Ah, and that goes there. Wonder where that goes. Greninja has a different thing, but it's similar though. What? So Greninja doesn't Mega Evolve. What's his thing then? I can't remember. I can't remember. Um. Okay. Right. Yeah, that goes there definitely. That's his foot. Um. No. Wait. That's see. Some of these might belong to licky tongue. It's just slightly darker pinks. Oh, now then, that goes there. That's his wee arm. There's some brown in Jigglypuff's pieces because he's got Tauros right behind him and Eevee right beside him. So, again, these were ways I was able to kind of pick them out when I was sorting because of like, if I had pink next to brown, for example, I could usually gauge if it was Jigglypuff, you know. So that is something that helps sorting wise if you struggling with that aspect of it. I think some of these I don't think I've missorted them into the wrong pile entirely. I just think they belong to a different Pokemon, some of these. I don't know about that one. These are really, really light pink. I don't know if they belong to a different section. You put them there. I think that does too. That is that a missort? See, now I've got brown and pink here, but there's also a brown section. I mean, there's like a purple Pokemon in the brown section with like pink along the edge, so it could be that I've got some of this one mixed up in here as well. Um, so it is hard to tell. That's definitely the grey section. I just don't know where it goes. That one's there. Right, okay. So I think I've got all of Jigglypuffs that I'm going to be able to find so far. So I think I need to move on to Licky Tongue, which is this one here with the big long tongue. There's lots of different shades of pink in that one. So I'm gonna move on to that one. Let's put that over there. Um, Terrible, I hate sorting. Oh, you're doing terrible with your puzzle. You're still sorting it. You'll be glad though when you're building it. Mega Charizard X turns blue, and Mega Charizard Y turns black. Huh. I'm gonna watch that series again. I'm gonna. You've convinced me. If it's still, it used to be on Netflix. Probably not even there now. Old now. Well, in fact, there's probably been loads more new ones, and I'm not even referring to the right series anymore. Okay, so now I am going to attempt to put together Licky Tongue. And Licky Tongue has lots of different shades of pink. Also some kind of like light cream color. The inside of his mouth is a bit of a darker pink. So, you know, I found a bit of Jigglypuff in the Licky Tongue pieces there. So I'm think I may actually find some Porygon as well in here, possibly. So hopefully that'll fill in that a couple of his wee gaps. And we might end up touching a little on Pidgeot, because Licky Tongue is right beside Pidgeot. So, see what we can see. This bull that Tauros was throwing me a little bit because he's got purple horns and blue hoofs. So you're thinking, oh, there's no blue in this section, but there actually are tiny little bits of blue. You've just got to, they're just not necessarily easy to spot straight away. All right. So licky tongue is, as you can see, the bigger pieces. No, maybe these stripes are the best way to go. Yeah. Don't know about that one or that one. And he's got like 4 stripes there. And some of them are in shadow. Some of these bits, that looks like a bit of Pidgeot. Um, so that, I mean, that can get a bit confusing as well. Ha, there. Hmm. There. Nope. There. Haha. Haha. Okay. Getting somewhere. The Greninja is different. The Greninja is a different form that was made for the anime and then added to the games later, apparently. Oh, right. Okay. I see. Okay, so that's the edge of the tongue there, which is a slightly darker pink. And we've got some eyes as well. Although his eyes are quite wide apart. Um, that's the big ring thing on its leg. Let's see how that goes in. Ah, that goes there. Okay. Um, oh, oh. Felt sure that went there. Ah, okay. Got a little bit of his face here. You can kind of tell because there's lines where the mouth is, like that. There. Just trying to use any features I can to identify where the slightly more difficult pieces go. Now then, that I think is the top of his head because there's a little bit of the edge of the section there. You can just see. Um, ah, see there, bit of Porygon look. Knew I'd find some on that one. I wish I could get that bit attached. Ah, yay! Ask and you shall receive. Woohoo! Hmm. Um, right, that bit. Where's that bit? Wait, that's yes, that's his eye. Where's that though? No. Ha, there. Yay! Okay, what's that? Oh, signing off, SS. We will have fun puzzling. Oh, have a good night. Or good night if you're going to bed. Sleep tight. Jessica, out of the Pokemon movies, do you have a favorite? If so, which one? I don't know if I've seen any of the movies. I may have watched bits of one when my kids were watching them. There was one with a big, ginormous Pokemon. I can't think what it's called. Um, oh gosh. Do you know what? My memory is just way too vague. I couldn't honestly answer that. I think I've seen at least one of the movies, but I can't honestly say which one it was. What I might have to do is go and gen up on the ones I've actually seen, so I can actually have conversations about this with a more full memory bank. Um, so I don't know. I mean, obviously I mentioned Detective Pikachu, but that's not really doesn't really count, does it? Um, it's not the cartoon, is it? Um, while you're smashing out the Pokemon in this section, yeah, I know they're coming together nicely, aren't they? Um, Mine has to be Pokemon 2000 with Zapdos Montrez. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one. Because I don't. That name isn't ringing a bell. Moltres Articuno. Am I reading that right? And Luggage. Lugia. To the legendary element Pokemon. Oh, okay. Probably the Zygarde movie. This is all. This is a whole different language to me. I, this is really making me want to go and watch Pokemon, though, I have to say. Maybe I'll watch some before I go to bed later. Guess there. Right, be good if I could attach the tongue to the head. No. Right, okay, I can see what the where the middle of the tongue goes. Um, because there's like a darker line that goes down the middle. And I can tell which way they go as well. Ha, right, yes. Okay, this is good. I'm sort of gleaning clues from the puzzle. Um, no, no. Um, right, hang on. Where do you go? Ah, where goes there? Where goes there? Right. So I should be able to attach this somehow. No, just not quite yet. Does that go there? Yes. Ah, there. It is coming together nice. I'm really pleased with this. I don't think I'll be able to get quite as much done as I had hoped for a finish, but it is coming together really well. Better than I expected. Especially given the wee glitch at the beginning. Hmm. I think that might go there. And Where's that? Looks like maybe the edge of the mouth there. Does that go there? Ah, no, that goes. Ah, right, okay. I'm close to being able to get this attached to the head, I think. No, that doesn't go there. Oh, blimey. Concentrating now. Ah, there. Okay. So, oh, again, I think my sorting's actually not been bad with this. I don't want to speak too soon, though. Um, I don't want to speak too soon. That goes down here somewhere. That's a little bit of Poros. Oh, there's been more talking. Oh, well, it's midnight here, so I'm going to bed. But great job so far on the puzzle. Thank you, astronomy. Thank you. Get some good sleep. Sleep tight. As I say, I'll probably do a wee video like I did last time, just where I do a little bit of puzzling kind of off the live stream. So make sure to catch up with that, and hopefully you'll know where we're at with it. Jessica, I'm only rewatching them as my 7-year-old son Caden, who says hello, is obsessed. Oh, hello, Caden, is obsessed, and I'm playing Pokemon Go as well. Yeah, I mean, I watched it when my kids were into it. I watched a couple of the seasons when I was like young. It's been going for so long, Pokemon has. I forget how long it's been going. I feel so old as I remember the original anime series along with Red and Blue coming out. Yeah, I think I remember the first series vaguely. Yeah, I don't know. I've played the game for thousands of hours, but the anime and movies aren't anything I know much about. Okay, now my kids are making noise again. I know nothing about Pokemon, just enjoying the puzzling in the chat. She's doing good. Thank you, Cara. Yeah, it's coming together nicely. It is coming together nicely. I've slowed down a wee bit. I really want to get this mouth attached to the top. I feel like that goes somewhere around here. Does it? I don't know. Ah, but wait, okay. I might be able to attach Ditto. Um, oh, not quite. Not quite. So, hang on. Maybe we can find that bit. Ha! Yeah! Woohoo! Okay, we're cooking on gas. Must have that one. Have I got that one? Mm, Uh, no. No. Maybe there's another Pokemon that's just really similar. Like, oh, that's his hand. It's got like a wee claw at the end of his arm. I feel like I should have that. Where's that bit? Mm, you can see a little bit of the blue section there in that piece. Uh, that's a little bit of the edge too. That's a bit of Tauros again. Oh, blimey. Where are you? I think that's... Ah, wait. Okay, there's a little bit of Pidgeot in that one. Nope. See, now that looks like Tauros as well. I think that's the top of that arm. Ha! So we may be able to start attaching Tauros pretty soon as well. And actually kind of gelling this together a bit. Because that's his front right leg, but that one there is his front. Ah, okay, here, there. Jigglypuff goes there. And Tauros, I can't quite attach Licky Tongue's hand yet, but I hope. There we go, there it is. Yes, there. um, Pokemon has been around for nearly 30 years. Oh, now I feel old. Oh, I feel old. 1996, I think, for when Red and Green dropped in Japan. Is Pokemon Go still around? I don't think I've heard about it for like years. Very nice, Vicky. Thank you, Cara. It's looking good, eh? Any idea when the next Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers will be? They usually we normally have them like twice a year. So, but it's normally kind of beginning of the year and middle of the year. So, I mean, we did one in June. Was it June? I think it was the end of June. So I think it's probably going to be like January or something like that, Richard. I don't know the exact date. We've not actually talked about the next one really much, but yes, that's the format generally. Oh, now does it? Yay! So yeah, should be good. Should be good. Uh, Augustine 13, yes, still going. Thousands of people are playing it now as there are more Pokemon being added. Yeah, just play Pokemon Platinum over and over. There's so many different games. Hard to keep up with them all. Now then, that I'm not convinced that even goes with this or that. I'm pretty certain that goes up here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. We've got a little bit again of Pidgeot. I think they go over here. Right. There we go. Is that Pidgeot? Yes, it is. And that's his foot. See, this is another thing. He's got a... Licky Tongue has like a grey foot. He's all pink except for his feet are grey. Um, so then that throws me off a bit as well. Ah, there we go. What's that bit? That, does that go there? No. Goes around here somewhere though. You can tell it goes up there. And there. There. Okay. All right, I'm pleased. I'm really pleased with how this is coming along. Um, does that even belong to this? I don't know. I don't know. No. Thing is, he's got kind of that. Has Licky Tom got more than two arms? I can't tell because he's semi-obscured behind Pidgeot. It just feels like there's too many pieces here. That goes there. And that goes there. There we go. So his foot's there. I may end up having to do the same this time as I did last time with the green section, and just fill out a few more Pokemon. Um, and then kind of next time around fill out the background, you know, because the only Pokemon I haven't done yet are Snorlax and Tauros. Oh no, well there's Pidgeot. I've not done Pidgeot yet. What time are we on? See, it's 11:15, so we'll have to draw this to a close soon. So maybe I won't do quite as much. Like, I don't want to build a whole entire Pokemon off the live stream. But then again, if I do a video, you don't really miss anything. Don't know. I don't know what to do. I will put the question to you in just a second. As soon as I'm gonna try and do a little more of Licky Tongue first. Um, and then we can talk about what to do next. See, I don't know if these pieces belong to him. Looks like they do, but they might not. I do have a little set of pieces coming together here, but I don't know which Pokemon they belong to. Um, right, wait. Ah, okay, yeah, this is Licky Tongue. That goes there. Um, Sweet. I'm to redeem myself from the nightmare of the lion. Haha. Oh, aim. Oh, I aim. I see what you mean. Yes. Oh gosh, I hope it won't be as hard as the Polygon line next time. I really do. Going to bed now. Got a long day ahead tomorrow to see you all. See you all in the next live chat. Bye bye, Jessica. Thanks for joining. Sweet dreams. Liza, thanks, Vicky and everybody. Fun to hang out with you all. See you next time. Bye, Liza. Hope you've enjoyed. As I say, yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up very shortly. I just want to try and finish off these little bits of Licky Tongue, and then I'll wrap up myself. There's more of Licky Tongue over on this side than I thought, so that's what's throwing me a bit. Um, no, there, I guess there. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, that goes there. Okay, I'm actually glad. I was hoping that I wasn't putting together this entire big bit of a of a whole nother section of Pokemon. I feel like that should be obvious. I don't think that belongs here. That's the wrong shade of pink. That goes. I think that must go up here somewhere. Where does this go? That might be a different Pokemon. Don't know. Like, I don't. I don't think this belongs in this section. That bit. Um, but I don't know which section it does belong in, so I'll need to figure that out. Um, so I've obviously got something building up here that doesn't belong. No, I don't think it does. All right. Well, that's interesting. We've got a bit here that's building up. Not sure where it belongs. Um, where are the other pink Pokemon? It's not Mewtwo. Unless it's in maybe in this bit. Might be some of the missing parts of Venusaur. I'm just gonna sneak a peek underneath and see if I've maybe got some of the plant type Pokemon. Oh no, it's not. Oh wait, but that one does. And that one too. Okay, yay. All right, well that's good. But that doesn't. I don't know where's that go then? Oh gosh. Right. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Just maybe not right now. Um. Yeah. This is confusing me. Right there. That's Pidgeot there. So this here, this section here is where Pidgeot starts to kind of encroach on Licky Tongue. So I don't know. That obviously goes here because I can see grey in the background. There. Yes. That's good. That might be in the wrong. That might be wrong as well. And that. Don't know if they're right. Um. I don't know if that's right either. And that looks as though it goes here somewhere with this. Okay. That's gonna be That's gonna be an interesting one. Discovering what. Discovering who this belongs to. That's definitely in here somewhere because that's grey. It's mostly grey background there. Um, so right, I'm gonna leave those. That one goes there, and I can't attach these yet. I don't think, or that. That wait there. Yes, that goes there. All right. Okay. Hang on. Next photo tip is going to be the Stitch Challenge puzzle. Calling it now. No, I'm retiring if it is. I'm not doing it. Dexter, that could be Gyarados Mal. Oh, that's the water one, isn't it, at the top? Oh, yeah. Oh, you might be right. Yeah, that is a big pink bit. It's such a similar colour, though. You can see why I got confused with that. That's not though. That isn't. Um, I don't know where they belong, but yes, I think you might be right, Dexter. Yeah, big one in the blue section. Yeah, I think you might be right. Thank you, Cara. Okay, well, that at least that's. I mean, so I'm not now gonna just chuck that back into the other pieces. They'll go with the other with the other blue ones when I finally get to it. In fact, actually, I was going to do the blue next anyway, so um that's gonna be handy for that. And another less thing to confuse me as well. So, okay, so this is what I've managed to get done. I've finished off the green, obviously, you saw that. That's on the board underneath, and there's only just a few pieces missing from that section. I am actually really pleased with the amount I've got done in this grey section. I've not started Snorlax, and I've not really properly done Pidgeot, but um, what I might do is, hmm, what do you think? Should I? There's also the pink tongue in the brown section. Oh yeah. They all need to just close their mouths. Then I wouldn't be confused. These Pokemon are all too smiley or growly or something. Um right, so what do you think? Should I maybe do a wee video tomorrow like I did with the last one and make a video of Snorlax and Pidgeot coming together? And then that's really all the Pokemon in this section done, and it'll just be background again, like I did with the green section. The only thing is, I think Snorlax is pretty big. I mean, I could, if you'd rather see him coming together in a live stream, I can do that. And Pidgeot as well, or do you think it would be good to maybe just do a wee video finishing the Pokemon in the grey section and then just do like what I did last time and do the background and move on to the next section? Should I do that, do you think? Let me know what you think. A lot of people have left, so save them for the next stream. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I mean, I can sort the next section. I mean, I doubt if I'm doing Snorlax and Pidgeot in the next stream and the background. Oh, there's Tauros as well. There's Tauros. I forgot about him. This one. Yeah, I think you might be right, Philip. There's kind of too much left, really, to then just do it off in another video. So I think you might be right. If I do just keep going with this section in the next stream, and then maybe I'll get this section finished, hopefully in the next stream. But what I'll also do is sort the blue section just in readiness, just in case, just in case I whiz through this. It's unlikely, but in case I do. And then I can make a start on the blue. But the blue is definitely the one I'm gonna do next. I've got no kind of worries or doubts about that. I think the blue's not going to be too bad to sort. A lot of the Pokemon in this section of blue, you've got brown crab, white seal, you've got Psyduck, um, but he's the only yellow one. And you've got the background as well that can help. So I think the next logical one to do would be blue, and then I don't know about after that, probably brown after that, or red, fire. But yeah, okay, so we'll continue with this. We'll do Snorlax, Tauros, Pidgeot, background, and then we'll move on to blue and see how many streams that takes us. Yeah? What does everybody think about? I don't know quite how I would fit it in, but are you happy with the frequency of the live streams doing this particular puzzle? It's fortnightly, so, it's coming together over a fairly lengthy period working on the same puzzle. Do you think it would be better to do slightly more frequent live streams with the big ones, or does this work? Because I'm okay with every now and again maybe doing another one. I mean, would people make live streams midweek? Would that be something, or are they better at the weekend? What do you think? Let me know. Let me know what you think. And if you are watching but you're not in the live chat, let me know in the comments what you think. Any excuse for another live stream? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel like you get a bit of momentum with it, and then it's 2 weeks till the next one, which isn't so bad for a smaller puzzle, which I can maybe complete over like 3 streams. But with a 5,000 piece puzzle, I don't know. I feel like it's sort of too long between streams, but I don't know what you think. Fortnightly's good for me, gives you more time for other puzzles. Well, this is true. This is true. But the good thing about live streams is there's no editing involved. Once I've done it, it's just done, and I can put it away until the next one. I'll watch whenever I can after work. Yeah, love the live stream. We'll watch all you do, whatever works with your schedule. Me, it doesn't matter too much. Couldn't hurt with more streams, in my opinion, though. I'll be watching whenever you stream. Okay, right. Tell you what, I need to. I mean, I'm just kind of throwing these things out there, but I don't really think them through before I say it. So I'll need to have a think about when I could maybe slot another one in. I mean, I don't have to kind of change it to weekly, but I could throw an extra one in here and there. I think that would be good. Even if it's maybe just to finish a section or something like that. I think that would be good. But I will obviously let you know and make sure you all kind of know when it's coming and things if I do another one. Claudia, I'll watch whenever I can. Always depends which time, especially during the week. Right, okay. So maybe a weekend is better. I will watch all the time. Thank you, Leslie. Okay. All right. Yeah, in the week it's a bit more difficult, isn't it? Because we've got time zones to think about, but also, people working and things. So, yeah. All right. I will let you know. I will let you know. But I am enjoying this so much. So there's kind of an agenda there. I just want to keep doing the puzzle. You'll watch all the time. I'm so glad that you'll watch them all. So that's good. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. Green section's done almost. This section's coming really well. And I'm really pleased. I hope you've really, really enjoyed that. Thank you so much. I will just continue in the next stream then. I won't do an interim video for this one, but I'll add this live stream to the playlist that I mentioned at the start. So if you haven't seen these or people are only just coming into the playlist then you can use it to catch up. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I'll let you go for just now. I know it's late for those of us here in the UK, and happy puzzling. I'll see you all next time.